Hi guys, it's me again, and I have a haul for you. The last video you watched was the White Flea Market, and I'm just going to go over the stuff that I purchased there. And also, I went back to Picker's Paradise and just got a few more things because there was actually an item that they couldn't get a hold of the person that had that booth, so they didn't know if they were able to work on price, give me a better price on something. So, they ended up getting a hold of him after I'd already done left. I was halfway home. They gave me a call. So I ended up making another trip back out there to pick up the item. So, of course, of course, I ended up buying a few more things while I was there. So here we go, guys. Okay, this is the item that I went back for. Um, and the reason why I was so attracted to it, I've had this type of, it's like an old ashtray. This one's really chunky. The reason why I went back for this one and I like this one so much is because I've seen the large one like this, which is this wasp shape. And the smaller one is even smaller than this. And that one is kind of bug-eyed. It looks more like a fly. But I've never seen this size, which is like a mid-size, and looks like a wasp. So it kind of caught me off guard there. So I think she was asking $28, $29, something like that for this. And like I said, she wasn't there. She wasn't able to be gotten a hold of via phone. So when she did finally get a hold of her, I was already, halfway home. And she said the best price she could give me was $25, which these can go upwards of $60. So I was happy enough with that price. And because of this being, one that I've never seen before, so I went ahead and bought this. And while I was there, of course, I had to get something else. They were already very busy putting up Christmas. And I ended up buying this. It was $10. Yeah, $10. And the reason why I picked it up is because it's just different. It has, all the stars and moon on it. And I'm not used to seeing that, on your witch's hats. So it's got this wire in it to keep, the top portion up. So I just thought it was cool. And I grabbed it for, my Halloween decor. And if I decide not to use it next year, then it'll end up in my shop. And what was the other thing I got there? So yeah, I got the postcards. These were cool. I had looked at these when I went there the first time, and then I ended up deciding to get them. But by the time I came back again, somebody had already picked through and got most all of the Halloween, that was worth anything. But I lucked out and was able to find a few. This one I thought was really cool. It's Thanksgiving, but it's got that giant pumpkin in the center. And you know what it reminds me of is The Wicker Man. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie with Nicolas Cage, but this guy is kind of creepy, but it reminds me of The Wicker Man for some reason. But it says down here, Joyful Thanksgiving to You. And it's definitely an antique postcard. It's 1911. And I paid $4 for it. So, and the writing is very, very pretty. I like, that person had like a flamboyant hand. So then I got this one, and this was the only one that I could find Halloween that is a real antique Halloween. Let's see. I know I'm missing something. Where is it at? There's a little niblet. If you can see that right there. See that little niblet? That's the only thing I could really find wrong with it. But it's in excellent condition. I thought it was kind of cute. And like I said, it is a real antique. 1913 postmarked. So to get your hands on one of these guys is kind of unheard of. Because most people want to gouge you on the price. But what was it? Well, one part says $6.50 and the other part says $15. So I'm not sure which one I paid for it, but regardless, I'm happy. You know, I'm happy with it because, you know, these guys are expensive to find. To buy, I mean. This one I just thought was very, very pretty. I love the gold. And this is also an antique too. Well, if I can just work my hands here. Where's the date at on this one? 1909, right in front of my face. And this one was $4. And I just thought it was pretty. I just love the gold. And I thought it was cute. And the next one I got is a keeper for me because of this. My son's like, that is so creepy. And I said, yeah. And I said, that's why I like it. But it's Thanksgiving Remembrances. And I just thought it was cool. It was this little kid dressed up like a turkey. So I got that. And it is an antique. Paid $4 for it. And of course, I can't find the postmark. Where be you? Can't find it, but I know it's an antique. You're probably staring at it right now, yelling at me, telling me I need to get my glasses. But anyways, I thought that one was really cute, so I got that one. And I'm thinking, oh, no, that wasn't it. Somebody had mentioned something to me that they seen me pick this up or look at this when I was there. And they're like, why didn't you buy that? Because, you know, that's your whole MO, you know, with your guy riding this high wheel bike. And I'm like, you know what? I am stupid. Why didn't I get that? So while I was there, I searched and searched and searched because I could not remember. I remember which side it was on, but I could not remember where exactly it was at. So I think it was $7 or $8. But I did get it. And I think that little wooden monkey, I don't know if you guys have been watching me for a while, but there was a little wooden monkey that had broken off of an antique toy. And I don't know, I'm going to see if I can't fashion him to where he'll fit on the bike. So I don't know. I'm going to work on that and see what I can come up with. But that's what I got from there. So now, moving on to the flea market. Oh, no, wait. Dang. I swear my brain's fried. This. I found this. It's fantastic. It was sitting up on a shelf. And I must have overlooked it because a lot of times when I'm filming, is I will like not see a lot of stuff because I'm so focused on what I'm doing. So, you know, when I go back through a lot of times, if I have time, I'll go back through and kind of scour again because of that reason. Sometimes I'll miss things. So, I found this fairy light, and it is awesome. It's got the holly all over it, and it's mosser, and I have never seen one of these in the wild, and I got it for $6. So I was ecstatic. So anyways, even though I'd love to keep it, my house is starting to bust at the seams, so I got it listed in my shop for sale But that was an awesome score for $6. And it is in such good condition. It doesn't have any chips or cracks or anything. So I got that. Okay, now for sure I am moving on because I know there's nothing else I got from there. You may have seen me in the video pick these guys up. Or look at these guys anyways. But I don't know if they're salesman samples, but they're awesome. There's a little bit of, issues with some of the, the fringe in some places. But overall, they're in pretty good condition besides the fact that they're velvet and they want to collect every cat hair or piece of dust I have in this house. So, once I show these to you guys, I think I'm going to put them in a bag or something so that they don't collect any more, dust or whatever else. It's like it wants to stick to it. But it's like a thick cardboard is the only thing I can liken it to. And it's cushioned and everything, and they're velvet, and they're too cool. And I think he wanted $10 for them. And I thought that was a fabulous price because some of your old doll furniture like this can go for a decent amount of money. So I grabbed these. And the other item I got from that seller was a sash. And it's definitely an antique. And I don't know, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. But I'm guessing just because of the symbols on it. This is another Flea thing that wants to collect every little bit of dust and every bit of junk. But it's got these stars on it. It's all jazzed up. And then on this side, it's got these, these swords that are crossed. So I'm thinking it's an old Shriner's sash. If I can say that 500 times. Shriner's sash. I can't say it. But anyways, that's what I'm thinking. If I'm wrong, then let me know, because that's the only thing I can think of is what it could possibly be is from Shriner's. So, and he gave it to me for $5, which I thought was an awesome, awesome price. And I love it. So I grabbed that. Then I found these old tins from a different vendor. And I thought this one was cool. It's actually in pretty good condition. And some of these old tins can go for some good money. But this Hearts Mountain song food, it's for canaries. And, some of the stuff, when you read some of these things of what they, tell you that these things will do, it's like your bird will sing and all this other stuff from the seed. But I got it for $5, and I just thought it was a good price. It's in excellent condition. I haven't really noticed any rust or anything on it. It's a clean piece, and I love the graphics, and I know somebody else will too, so I grabbed that. Now this actually has some of the contents in it, which they took this off the market a long time ago, because one of the ingredients in here, I think is similar to marijuana. So I'm not sure if, the contents of here would still be, potent or anything like that, but I wouldn't recommend using it. But it's Asthmador, and I read on it, and it was funny because the people that used it, some of the people that I read articles about this was, talking about how, my grandfather, he'd take it and he'd put a little bit in a bucket and he'd light it on fire. It's like a powder. And then he would put his head over it, and he would inhale the fumes from it, deeply to help with asthma or, COPD or whatever. And then he said within 5 minutes, he was telling jokes and, feeling pretty good and all that kind of stuff. So I thought, okay, well, yeah, that's probably why. So, but yeah, I don't know when they took this off the market, but yeah, to find this guy was kind of funny. And at the same time, when I felt like, okay, I opened the lid and I looked in there and I'm like, darn, there's some more, some of that stuff is actually still in there, but this was a $5 buy too. And I thought it was cool just because of the background, you know, on it. So I got that. And these babies here I picked up too, and I cannot remember how much I paid for them. But I think I may do some little art projects either for Christmas or Halloween or something like that. But I got 4 of them, and I just thought they were really cute. They're like them little baby, like little carnival dolls. I don't know, jazz them up with some, maybe a little bit of tinsel, or, you know, the little pointy party hats with some flags, or I don't know, something like that. You know, for holiday decor. So I don't know. If I end up getting too lazy and don't have the time to do it, then they're gonna go in my shop. And I thought this was cool, just for the plain fact. I've never seen it before. It's a perfume bottle, and I don't know. I don't see Avon or anything like that anywhere. It could have possibly been Avon because, you know, they got all those different figures that were perfume bottles, but I just thought it was neat, you know, because it was a bust. It looked like there was a sticker that was on the front of the base there where it screws off, but it was $4, and I just thought it was a neat piece, so I grabbed it. As I also grabbed this guy, which is solid brass. It's an old piece. It's not antique. I'm pretty sure it's just a vintage piece. But it's a real sturdy clip. I've had the hands, like the Victorian hands, but I've seen birds. I think they were eagles. I don't think they were seagulls. So this kind of struck me as odd because of the seagull. And I cannot remember what he charged me for it. I know it wasn't that much. It was somewhere between like $2 to $4 or something. And these go for a pretty good price. So I snabbed this. I also got from that same guy a pair of salt and pepper shakers, which I thought were really neat for this time of the year especially, because they got 22 karat gold that's painted on there, and they're in excellent condition. And, you know, they've got the little holes on the top, and their stoppers are present. And let's see it here. It tells you the 22 karat gold. But anyways, I picked these up. They were only $2 for the set. And these guys have already got home, which that's what prompted me to make this video, because I need to get some of the stuff that I wanted to show you out the door, you know, to their new homes. Another piece I got from him was the white ice skates. And the white ice skates, I can't remember how much he charged me for them, but it wasn't like more than like $4 or something. I mean, it was a really good deal, really good price. And this time of the year, they're perfect because a lot of people use them. They'll stuff holly or whatever else, Christmas picks inside of the you know, the ice skates, and they'll hang them up in their house or on their front door. So it's just a really neat piece, you know, to have the vintage ice skates. And a lot of people started doing that here lately for the holidays. So, and then I picked up this guy right here. This guy is already sold too. I think it was $8 for him. And he is missing his top here. But I just thought he was cool. He's not rusty and crusty or anything like that. And if you put him on a top shelf, I just thought it was cool that the monkey was driving here. So I grabbed it. I don't know. I just love things that are kind of carnival or circus type related things. But it's kind of I don't know. It's very specific. I know it when I see it. And this was one of the things that I seen that I just thought was really neat, especially for $8. So I purchased this along with this really neat, gosh, if I can lift it up here and show it to you. Oh my gosh. He said it was from like what do you want to call it? It's a fake. and that they used it in a movie. So I guess it would be called a movie prop. But here, let me go back on it. It is it's a bubble frame, and it's got this beautiful scrolling and stuff. This arm that kind of goes around on that side, and then one over here on this side. And you can tell it's not an actual portrait, like something that was taken. It looks like more like an art piece, like somebody, done by hand. But it is, it's not, you can see the back of it. See how it's all metal, and then it's got the tabs folded over. So it's like a, it's like a Victorian repop, which I've never seen anything like it. And he said, someone told him that he got it from, that it was a movie prop, but he could not remember what movie it was in. So I just thought it was cool. And believe it or not, he only charged me $8 for that. And I thought that was just, I thought that was a fabulous deal. I don't know what you guys think, but I thought that was an awesome deal. And that's the same guy I got the train from for $8. I got this from him also. And I can't remember how much I paid for it. Somewhere between $5 to $8. And it's a cage. It's like a primitive cage somebody made. It's got like a little wooden tray in the bottom of it that fits perfectly in this bottom over here. And there's a little tiny door going from this side that's divided over to this side. And it's shaped like a house. See here, it's shaped like a house. And it's got a door flap on this side and a door flap on this side. And it's big. I don't know what type of animal, maybe a mouse or something. I have no idea, but I just thought it was a cool primitive cage that somebody, really took a lot of time to make. So I got that because I just thought it was cool. Okay, now what else did I get? Oh, I got a bunch of these little clickeries, guys. Clickerdies. They still work. They're vintage. And there was different images on them. And there was a bunch of them. So I actually already sold, I think there was like a dozen of them that I sold. So I've got these 3 little misfits, hanging around here at the house. I can't remember what I paid for the bag. Somewhere between $5 to $8, the bag of the clickers. And then I purchased this piece right here. I just thought it was very, very pretty. The price tag on it says $12. I know I didn't pay $12. I probably paid more like $8 or something for it, because I did a bundle where I got this piece and a few other pieces of jewelry that I actually kept for myself. So I think it was probably around $8. This little nugget here, it's just one of those little tussy mussies, I guess is what you call them. It's just an itty bitty. I didn't pay much for it, like maybe $1 or something. But I just thought it would look cute on my memo or message board with just a little bit of some flowers or something in it, and then just kind of pinned in there. So that's the only reason why I grabbed it. I don't know. You know how that is. So I grabbed that. And then I did end up getting the stuffed animal. I bought him. He's in good condition. He just probably needs a little bit of a wipe down or whatever. But it's Quick Draw McGraw, and I can't remember what this guy's name is. But doesn't have any rips or tears or any problems like that. So I think, what did you say? I think he wanted $8 to $10, something like that. And I know he gave it to me for $5. And I didn't even talk him down. I started to walk away because I wasn't going to pay that for it. And he's like, okay, I'll give it to you for $5. And I was like, okay. twist my arm. So I went ahead and got him. You know, it's that hard rubber. The tag says 1959. So I think I got it listed in my shop for like $39.98 or something like that. But that's shipping included, because that's pretty much what these kind of guys, you know, go for. Some of them I think are listed more expensive, but I figured that was a good price for him. Okay, now I'm looking around. Oh, I did also get a whole box of ceiling tin tiles, you know, the old ones. And I don't know if you've seen me pick up picture frames, you know, antique picture frames that don't have any glass or backing or anything left to them. So what I did was, I took a bunch of that tin, that old tin, and see, this is one of them crusty old frames that I just picked up, and people just get rid of them, you know, like these flea markets and stuff, because the glass is broken and everything. I mean, some, like a buck or two. Sometimes they'll just give them away. But I grabbed these at the flea market this year, and I just kind of sat them aside, and I used that ceiling tin, which I still got a bunch of it left over, to make like a magnetic memo board. And I did it with a bunch of them, and it's all I did was just went nuts with the hot glue gun, basically. So it needs a hanger on the back of it. But I don't know. I just think it looks, I think it's pretty. I like it. So I did that one, and this was another one that I had picked up, and put some more in this one, and this one here. And that stuff, when you mess with it, be careful, because it's sharp. And then this one is the biggest one that I did. Right here. So, I just thought, I don't know why it hit me, but it hit me. And I seen them picture frames laying there, and seen them tin tile pieces. I was like, oh, okay. Well, that's what I'm going to do with those frames then. Because I could not match the glass. I only was able to match glass on one. So the other ones were still just laying there waiting for something to be done with them. So that's what I did. Okay, and I've got something else to show you, plus a whole box. And you are not going to believe what I paid for these other things. I mean, I was like, my mouth dropped wide open when he told me. Okay, now this piece right here, I just thought it was funny. Because of the fact of who we are and what we like to do. It says, warning, antique pox, very contagious to adults. Symptoms, continual complaint as to need for fresh air, sunshine, and relaxation. Patient has blank expression, sometimes deaf to wife and kids, has no taste for work of any kind, frequent checking of antique catalogs, hangs out in all sorts of odd places, makes secret night calls, mumbles to self, lies to everyone, no known cure. Treatment is medication is useless. Disease is not fatal. Victim should attend as many auction sales and shops as possible. To be buying is relaxing. Visit. So I thought that was kind of funny. That's an old little poster, little funny poster that somebody framed. So I just grabbed it. I thought somebody'd get a kick out of it. And this thing too, I grabbed. I don't know why I grabbed it. You know, sometimes you just wonder about some of the stuff you buy, but it's a big white star that somebody cut out of, like, you know, that press board. And I'm sure because it's got the reflector on it, it was something that they used, like maybe at the bottom of their driveway or something like that, for you know, for the vehicle, and you're like a warning, like, here's my driveway, or don't hit the mailbox kind of thing. So I grabbed it because my idea was Christmas somehow, some way. I have no idea. But anyways, I grabbed that. It wasn't much at all, but anyways, hang on a second and I am going to show you the awesomeness. Okay, guys, this whole tub, he just told me to go ahead and take the tub. This whole tub, each of these planters, he only charged me $1 a piece. This cute little rooster teapot, it's got a little tiny chip on his little bottom here, but $1. And then these pheasant planters, I mean, see my hand, look how big these are. Pheasant planters, $1. And then, well, let's see here. Let me move Mr. Rooster. And Mr. Pheasant. And we have this large collie. I got 2 of those. And then maybe I can get him out. And these large boxers. And they're planters. They're big planters too. And they were $1 each. Can you believe that? So I got 2 boxers, 2 collies, 3 pheasants, and a partridge in a pear tree. And the rooster teapot. For $1 each. Isn't that crazy? So, anyways, that was my score. That was my, like, big deal. My mouth, you know, your jaw drops wide open. So, anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed my haul. And until next time, thanks for watching. See you later.